I'm in Columbus, Ohio at White Castle's headquarters, our brand icon of 2022. Come on inside, we're gonna tour this incredible company. As you can see, White Castle likes to have a lot of fun. This headquarters has fun elements all over the building, and as you'll hear from the executives, that is really embedded in the whole culture of this company.
Of course, one of the really important things you have to have if you're gonna be at the castle, and we're going behind the castle walls right now. Let's walk over and see the throne. If you're gonna have a throne, my friends, you might as well have a scepter. And this has been really cool because we take this to all of our grand openings, and it is one of our most revered relics.
While this headquarters is pretty new and opened in 2019, there are elements of the history of White Castle all over the place. You see elements of their old headquarters that was on campus here in Columbus. You also see elements of their history starting in 1921 when this company was founded. Let's go look at some of the elements of the history that is so rich for this company that's been around for 101 years.
So this is something that every time there's a new regional director at White Castle, their name is put on the bucket, starting in the 1920s. Oh wait, those are the 2020s. The 1920s, that's what happens when you're around for 100 years. And all the way around, the ice bucket is given to that new regional director. And for the evening during 25-year club week, they have a simple task: get ice whenever anybody wants it. So that's been kind of cool. They are razzed a little bit. One of the greatest packages in the history of fast food happened because of a mistake. We had 2 suggestions in the suggestion box at White Castle to do a pizza box to sell sliders, because we put 30 on the grill, you can put 30 sliders in a pizza box. We were so wound up and so fired up, we got 6 castles to test it. And in restaurants and in retail, my friends, you know if you've got a hit on your hands pretty quick. 15 minutes into the test, the phone started ringing off the hook. One small problem: the pizza box didn't fit through the drive-through window. That led to the greatest package ever, the Crave Case, which not only fits through the drive-through window, it fits in an overhead bin. And it's easily portable and hot and steamy in every sense imaginable. Some designs even have a faux leather stitch handle for the ultimate in comfort and craveability. So this was the desk that our founder, Billy Ingram, sat at, and then his son, Edgar, used, and then his grandson, Bill, used. Lisa never sat at the desk because when she became CEO, her dad remained on as chairman, and she didn't want to kick her dad out of his office, which I thought was kind and nice.
So what makes White Castle so iconic? Well, it starts with the food, of course. That 2x2 inch slider has really become iconic to this brand. So we're gonna take a look at the menu.
This is where the grill area is, where all our food is made. People ask a lot of times where the 5 holes come from in the White Castle slider. That's because of the meat horn. This is a meat horn replica. We didn't want to take a real one out of one of the meat plants, but the 100% beef makes its way through there. There are 5 holes there to make sure that when we put them on the grill, 100% of that steam and heat is absorbed by the bun and melds into the greatest flavor ever. Yeah, we're slightly biased. We're also given credit for being the inventors of the industrial strength spatula, because in the days when White Castle started, all that was available for the grill were what was known as pancake flippers. So our founder actually took an old saw blade, cleaned, and welded it to basically a screwdriver handle. And that was the first industrial strength spatula. It all started at White Castle.
The new headquarters stretches 5 stories, each floor unique to the White Castle culture. You'll find meeting rooms named in honor of White Castle grub, open, colorful spaces for collaboration, and more interestingly, a timeline of the company's history as you make your way to the top.
Here is perhaps the most famous person in the history of White Castle, not Bill Ingram, CEO, 3rd generation leader, Elaine Mesita, who served at White Castle for 67 consecutive years. When we asked Elaine, you know, if you go to 70, you're gonna set a new Guinness Book of World Records for longest tenure? She said, not a chance, honey. I'm out of here. But she was pretty awesome. And we now celebrate Elaine Mesita Day, her hire date of June 8th. Everybody with 15 years gets a pin that says 52 years to go. So pretty cool and fun.
There you have it. That is the tour of White Castle's headquarters. Really got to know what makes this company tick, what makes it the brand icon of 2022 for Nation's Restaurant News. Thanks for joining us today.